Hey, here with another edition of Biker Movie Reviews. Today we're reviewing House of the Witch. Let's go over the synopsis real quick. A group of daring teens find themselves in a fight for their lives inside a haunted house when a sinister spirit crashes their Halloween party. It came out in 2017. You can catch it on Netflix. Get started with this. Let's say this. This is one of those generic, like horror movies. It's one of those teenagers in a house, creepy stuff happens, people die. It's it's cookie cutter, and it follows the cookie cutter like to each thing. It's you have your generic black guy in there. You have your other minority who's an Asian. It's so generic, and there's nothing special about it. It really isn't. It doesn't do anything special. There's no real memorable moment that this was more than the rest. Basically, they decided to have a Halloween party at some haunted place. They sent a guy in there earlier who's gonna spook the girls, get them more street cred or whatever. The guy's not there. They can't get out the house. All the doors are locked. Again, hitting these generic horror movie marks. They can't get out the house. The windows are boarded up. They can't do any freaky things starts happening. People start to get tortured or cut or things like that, and then it finally starts killing them one after one. Near the end, they find out that it's basically a witch. At the end of the movie, you find this out that it's a witch who's taking them things from them like body parts and things like that so she can come back into the world. It's supposed to be like this fake big reveal at the end. It's one of those reveals where I really didn't care because you didn't really give me too much about the witch. I mean, you gave the guy one liner like, "Oh, she won something. She's taking things." There's just there and for her to be taking things from each of her victims, there's a couple of times where she's just torturing for no reason. If you're there with a purpose, if you need an organ or you need skin from this guy, hair from her, such and such, whatever from that, why did you give somebody like the bubonic plague on their skin and just left them around? Why did you just you had one of the guys again, like that guy who they sent in before there. They found him in the basement. He was just there, chained in the basement in a giant cage. Why? I thought you were taking things from people. This it's just a cookie cutter film. If you want to see a generic horror film that just hits the mark on basic things and doesn't really stand out, uh, House of the Witch. There's nothing special about it. I mean, I'm not thrilled to say that I liked it one thing more than the other. It's meh. I mean, I'm kind of glad it's on Netflix because it wouldn't have survived in the theater. I wouldn't have paid any money for to see it. It's one of those boredom movies. Hey man, let's see something real quick. Just pop this in. All right, cool. It basically does that. Again, House of the Witch came out 2000. I gotta look again. 2017 is when it came out. It's on Netflix right now. Go watch it. Or don't. That's how I feel. If I'm gonna rate this one, I'm gonna give it a 1.5 out of 5. It's a movie, and it hits those generic tropes. There's nothing special about it. It's just a cookie cutter film. A cookie cutter horror, teens in a house, scary stuff, people die. Poof, nothing special. I would not even say the effects are special. The deaths, the kills aren't special. The tortures aren't special. It's bland, really. Again, House of the Witch.